Thank you. Thank you. My name is Mike Quickers. I'm the mayor of Cottonwood Heights. We are going to call to order the Board of Canvassers. And item number 2 on our agenda is a report of election results for the 2025 municipal election. And we're going to have our city attorney, Shane Topham, read those results for us.
We received today the final results from the Salt Lake County Clerk's Office, who has actually tabulated all the results on the recent election on behalf of the city. And those have been appended to this resolution 2025-01 as is required by statute. Appropriate filings will be made with the county and state by city staff. The results of the election are that Galen Benyon was elected to a 4-year term as mayor. Sean Newell was elected to a 4-year term representing Council District 3, and Ellen Burrell was elected to a 4-year term representing Council District 4.
Thank you, Shane. That will move us on to item number 3, which is consideration of Declaration 2025-01, approving the canvass of the 2025 municipal general elections. Is there any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve Declaration 2025-01.
I will motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion to approve from Councilmember Holton, a second from Councilmember Highland. Final comments. Call for the vote. Councilmember Holton,
Yes.
Councilmember Highland,
Yes.
Councilmember Newell,
Yes.
Councilmember Burrell.
Yes.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn our Board of Canvassers meeting.
To adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Wickers. I'm the mayor of our city. Today is Tuesday, November 18th, 2025, and this is the Cottonwood Heights City Council business meeting. We're going to get our meeting started with item number 2, which is a Pledge of Allegiance. I've asked our Public Works Director, Matt Shipp, if he would get us started.
Guys, repeat the pledge after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Item 3 on our agenda this evening is once a month, we give our city council 3 minutes to talk about priorities of theirs, things that they've been working on. We're going to start in reverse order today, and we'll go to Council District 4 and start with Councilmember Ellen Burrell.
Good evening. The Central Wasatch Commission is going to be holding their annual symposium coming up in January, on January 8th and 9th. The Central Wasatch Commission is an intergovernmental entity that engages community members, private industry, partner government agencies, and stakeholders while working to steward the 4 interdependent systems of the Central Wasatch Mountains: the economy, transportation, recreation, and environment. And so as a commissioner for the CWC, I encourage everyone who has an interest in the canyons of our Central Wasatch and protecting those areas to consider participating in this symposium coming up on January 8th and 9th. I also am the council liaison to the Youth City Council, and a big event that our youth get to participate in each year is coming up on January 21st. It's called Legislative Day, where the youth members will go up to the Capitol and interact with elected representatives there, and then go down to the Salt Palace for additional governmental activities. Thank you.
Thank you. From Council District 3, we'll have Councilmember Sean Newell.
I didn't have a lot of stuff going on here this last month or so. But I just wanted to point out that the Arts Council display is up in the lobby now. And that is up through June, early part of January. I'm way off on the date now. And then there's also the Eclipse concert, but sadly, that has been sold out now. So if you didn't get your tickets before, you'll have to, try to find it on AM radio or something where you'll be able to listen to it. But that's been a popular event for us for a long time. I do participate in the, as a board member for the Canyon School Foundation. And last month, I mentioned that we would have our fund bus. And that fund bus, what we do is we go out, we award teachers a monetary amount of cash in the big giant check, and then they get the real little check for innovative ideas for their classroom. And we had 40 applicants for that program. And we actually got in a school bus and we went to 10 different schools, from elementaries, junior highs, and high schools, to actually physically award each of those teachers those monetary awards that they got. It was phenomenal to be able to meet the students, to see how proud the students were of their teachers, and how many different programs there are out there. There are aviation programs in some of our high schools. There are drone programs. There are mathematic tools that teachers want to bring into the classroom to help augment what they're doing with their students. It is a phenomenal program. And this is the second year I've done it. And each year I am just astonished at how much passion our teachers have for their students. It's an incredible program. If you ever have any interest in learning more about it, please let me know. That's my report.
Thank you, Councilmember Newell. From Council District 2, we have Councilmember Suzanne Highland.
I'm in the same boat. There's not a lot going on. I think as we go into the holidays, things kind of slow down a bit. So the only thing that I want to report is our emergency management districts are being reorganized with the reorganization of the LDS Brighton stake boundaries. And there's always a question of, should we continue to use the LDS boundaries as our guide for districting and our emergency management processes? And the alternative is a city overlay and lots of additional administrative burden. And so just grateful for Lance Bess, who has stepped into the role of coordinating our emergency management with the retirement of Paul Brenneman. He's doing phenomenal work. He's always on top of things, always keeping us informed of what we need to pay attention to. The only thing I'd like to mention to our residents is that there will be another CERT training that will be offered starting at the end of January. CERT is Community Emergency Response Teams. This is something that I participated in, I think 12 or 14 years ago, and I cannot emphasize how much I learned about what I need to do in emergency, as well as what I could do to help my community. And so I'd like to encourage anybody who has the remotest interest in being more aware of what they need to do for themselves, their family, and their community to participate in that. We'll try to push that out in our communications so that everybody's aware of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Highland. From Council District 1, Councilmember Matt Holton.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to review the two committees and one other assignment that I have. So the Park Trails and Open Space Committee in our earlier meeting laid out and presented their priorities for this next year. They've got various things that are asking for some funding for, but also gave an update in regards to a recent park cleanup project that they've done. If you have any interests in taking part in Parks, Trails, and Open Space, we have a Volunteers in the Park program, VIP program, where you walk your local park and give feedback to the committee and the city and others on ways that we can improve our parks. Second, the Historic Committee, we had a fantastic event this last weekend. I believe it was on Friday. Is that right? I think it was on Friday. We put a time capsule in place to be opened up in 100 years. So it's a beautiful landmark. It's got a great little marker there and a little plaque with a little message. And hopefully, one of my favorite things that was said in this letter is, hopefully in 100 years, Cottonwood Heights is still beautiful. We all still love each other. Hopefully those things don't change. I think that's a great message for the future. I'm also on Wasatch Front Waste and Recycling District's board. We've had a change of leadership, and in that change of leadership, it's been super important to the group to really push and advocate to not increase the trash and collection fee. There was a recent increase, and we've been trying to figure out ways to push that off. One of those ways is try to figure out for people to not have their bills mailed to them. It's pretty shocking that it's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to mail bills to individuals, which is a financial impact, plus paying with a credit card online. The district's just covering those processing fees. Most utilities have gone to, if you want to use a credit card, you can cover that 3% fee, or you can have a free option, which is a direct draft from your bank. So we're looking for ways that if it's costing the district and it really has nothing to do with the actual service that's being provided, it's just a cost, we're trying to fix those things. The last thing I'll mention on that is Harriman City has put a request into the district to leave the district. They put an RFP out there to try to look for some private trash collection services. The district is putting a study out for the district to know what the cost to service every single city is and what the impact would be if a city leaves. We're quite a ways away from finding all that out, but that's in motion. So that's it. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilmember Holton. Okay, we're going to move on. Item number 4 is a truth in taxation report concerning the South Salt Lake Valley Mosquito Abatement District. And Councilmember Burrell is going to give that report.
Great. All right. I was just sworn in onto the Mosquito Abatement Board last month. And so we are announcing in a truth and taxation announcement that the South Salt Lake Valley Mosquito Abatement District has a 2026 proposed tax increase. The reason for this tax increase is that there has been no change in rate since 2012. no effective change in rate since 2002, prior to tax increase and tax lower for building construction. Population growth over 200,000 individuals and 72,000 homes. Inflation and price increase, and innovation stagnation. So the three areas that they plan to put the monies into with the tax increase will be cost stabilization for essential services, operational enhancements, and capital increase. And so the cost to an average homeowner, and they consider an average home cost $600,000. The current rate is $2.64 yearly, and the proposed rate change would be $3.41. So the tax increase for an average household would be 77 cents annually. All right. And so they are taking public comment. There'll be a public hearing December 8th at 6 p.m. in the district office. And there are handouts in the back of the room if anybody would like to get more information. Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, Councilmember Holton has offered to pay for that 77 cents for everybody in our city. So
Sure.
joke. Okay. We're going to move on
In
to
District 1.
item number 5, which is our citizen comment period. I only have one comment card, and that is from Maggie Mills. Hi, Maggie.
Good evening. Thanks for letting me come and speak again tonight. Just a few things coming up. This Thursday night, Babcock Performing Readers are doing The Odd Couple, if you remember Felix and so on. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And this whole week, we're doing a craft supplies drop and swap. So if you have some extra yarn or beads or baubles or something that you aren't going to ever use, then come drop it off. Or you might find some if you come by that you could take home and make cute or not so cute Christmas sweaters, which leads me to December's calendar, where there is an adult and teen DIY ugly sweater day. And you could show up and make one or decorate one or wear yours and make a new one, maybe as a gift. We also have a lot of things coming up next month, a variety of programs for all ages. We have the Celtic Christmas concert by Syncopa on the 4th, Utah Puppet Theater on the 5th. The Presbyterian Church is doing their Bell Choir concert on the 9th. So there's just a lot going on the first half of December that way, and I'll tell you more about the rest of the month in a couple weeks. So thank you.
Thank you, Maggie. Okay, we did have another comment card come up, and that's for Danny Rutherford. I did fail to mention, Danny, there's a 3-minute time limit, if that's okay.
Hi, I'm Dan Rutherford, and I live at 2629 East Oak Creek Drive, which is the last house on Oak Creek and Portsmouth. It's a safety issue. People don't stop at the stop signs. There was a gal that was walking her dog, and she was almost hit by the kids coming out for their lunch break, racing down and going through the stop sign without even coming to it, even trying to stop. I think it's a safety issue. I did put a call into Spencer Cox about it today, and I think that I think the police are aware of it, but it needs to be maybe addressed through the assembly at high school over here to say that it is a safety issue, and please try to obey the law and stop at the stop sign. Not race through it.
Jared, I think we had a couple comments come in online, right? Great, thank you. And with that, I'll go ahead and close our citizen comment period.